Khan here for Seconds Out in Las Vegas with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, I've seen you've really embraced New Year, New Me, as have I, although maybe some of our features from the past aren't the same as they used to be. But good to see you nonetheless. Good to be here. How you doing, sir?
Very good. Are you referring to my shave?
I'm referring to whatever you want to...
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people talking about me having a shave. Can't believe it's had so much attention. But yeah, little shaved a few years off me, but ready to go. You know, already had a couple of big fight nights. We've lost a few as well on the way, Callum Smith and John Ryder last week, but looking forward to seeing Conor Benn headline on the Las Vegas Strip on Saturday.
Starting off with the Ben versus Dobson fight, I'm gonna do something new with you this year. Let's hopefully it becomes something that actually sticks in a way. I'm actually going to grade the card first of all on paper, and then after the fight's in execution, if they deliver.
Doing stars, or are we doing out of 10?
From F all the way up to A star.
Oh,
how do you feel this delivers on paper?
The main event or the card?
The whole card. Yeah.
I would say a B plus. I think it's a solid card. I think it's entertaining for the UK fight fans. It's quite unique that the event is coming in at 10:30 p.m. in the UK, 2:30 p.m. main event time in Vegas, which is a bit weird. But I like the Ben Dobson fight. I mean, I think Ben's going to tear him to pieces. But Dobson's really tough, undefeated, and he's here to fight. You know, I think if we're talking about the names we're talking about for Conor Benn, he should win handily. There's some really good fights on the card. I mean, Amo Williams was unlucky with Conor Coyle, but has got a good replacement against a strong undefeated kid. Khalil Coe is in a brilliant light heavyweight fight. Got Johnny Fisher in a good test, and you've got our young kids as well, people like Jimmy Sains and George Liddard, with an opportunity of a lifetime to fight over here, and it's something that we can offer fighters that others can't. So, you know, I don't think it's going to go down as Joshua Klitschko at Wembley, but a good bit of entertainment on a Saturday night. What
of the latest of Conor Benn, who has another date with Destiny coming up very soon? How confident are you going into that the team will win the appeal, and that you feel really clears up who and where he can fight?
Yeah, it has to. I mean, you know, he won the WBC case, he won the UCAD and the British Boxing Board of Control case. They had a right to appeal, which they've done. We now finally have a date in February where that appeal will take place. After he wins that, which we believe he will, it's all over. It's been by then, by the time you get the decision, it will be nearly 2 years since the test. It's unbelievable. But we are where we are, and I'm just pleased he gets this opportunity in Vegas. Like I said, every fighter, it's their dream to headline in Vegas. His dad did it against Aaron Barkley and others as well, and I see so much similarities between them, and just got to stay switched on. Feel like everything's coming to an end with in that respect now, and we want to get him fighting back in the UK. Like, I feel like there's a lot of big nights, a lot of big names that are migrating into other areas of the world. We've got to keep the big fights coming to Britain, and Conor Benn can make so many big stadium fights. Hopefully we can make that happen post-April.
What of the schedule that you released? I've seen some mixed reaction, and maybe some boxing fans might feel with a lot of fights going to Saudi, a little bit shortchanged by the schedule at current. It's a bit of a mouthful for myself there, Eddie. I think maybe some boxing fans might feel that the UK might get left behind in terms of those big nights and big fights. Is there more to come in terms of that? Do you feel that sentiment?
Yeah, we've probably still got another 3 big fight nights to announce till the end of May. I think we got, you know, some really good nights coming up. I think the Dalton Smith-Sapeda card is fantastic. Terry Harper against Sandy Ryan on that card. Ishmael Davis, Troy Williamson, Campbell Hatton in a real fight against Flynn. It's a great card in Sheffield. Jordan Gill against Zelfa Barrett is a brilliant fight, good domestic fight. But also we do need to throw in a couple of big nights as well. Conor Benn will be fighting hopefully in April or certainly early May. You know, there's the talk of Wood Warrington, of course Taylor against Cameron. You've got Joshua Ngannou, albeit from Saudi Arabia, but you know it's another packed schedule. But we definitely need. You know, this is why I talk about Conor Benn just a couple of sentences ago. We need big UK fights, and we know that Conor Benn can deliver that, and we hope he can be a flag bearer for that in 2024.
There's a big fight with UK interest in the form of Fury versus Usyk, but that's been announced to be on pay-per-view across 3 different platforms. Well, sorry, no, you're right. Chris McKenna has stated that it's going across 3 different platforms. Just your thoughts on that, and do you feel that potentially with Sky and the UK interest, they might swallow a lot of the pay-per-view buys?
I don't know. I mean, you've got now a huge active subscriber base on DAZN. You know, if Mr. McKenna's report is true, I think DAZN will be over the moon to be getting that on UK pay-per-view. They don't have Fury. They don't have Usyk. So it's quite unique in that respect. Nor does Sky. Obviously, TNT work with Tyson Fury, but I think now that the mindset of Saudi Arabia is to broaden the reach as wide as possible for that fight. So it makes sense for it to be on as many platforms as possible. And as a subscriber, you have the choice. We'll see who does the host production. I think that's important. But yeah, I think it's the right move from Saudi to put it on as many platforms as possible, so as many people can watch that show as possible.
Talking of this fight specifically, there's been some rumours around Jai Opetaia and his involvement in the camp, and whether Tyson Fury was dropped and Jai Opetaia subsequently sent home. Now, Johnny Nelson has said in an interview with SecondsOut, additionally, that he's heard words that Fury's been manhandled by other opponents as well in camp. You're a man in the know. What do you know of any of that at all? And are they concerning? No,
I mean, it was. I saw the interview with Spencer Oliver and Johnny Nelson. I was quite baffled by it, in all honesty. Like, firstly, and thankfully I'm not involved, but TalkSport and the Fury camp are obviously like this, and he's banned and whatever. Jai Opetaia did not drop Tyson Fury. Jai Opetaia flew in. He did 5 rounds with Tyson Fury. Jai will always try and take everyone's head off. I know many people that were there at the spar, even Jai and his team confirmed it's absolute nonsense. He decided to go home because he's fighting Maris Bradis, who is an orthodox fighter, and in the camp is about 8 southpaws sparring Tyson Fury. So, after going and thinking about the prep that he needed, he decided to not stay too long. Again, absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And I'm not part of Tyson Fury's camp, but I know he's taken his camp very seriously. And I would think he's in great shape, ready to fight. But certainly the rumours about Jai Opetaia dropping Tyson Fury are absolute rubbish.
What about the idea that he's been manhandled by Johnny Nelson's account there? You obviously want Fury to win to set up the Fury-Joshua fight.
I'm not adverse to saying something controversial. But, like, sparring, and boxing rumours are boxing rumours. Like, if I didn't have Jai Opetaia, or didn't know the team, or know people that were at the spar, or maybe I would think it should, but it's categorically not true. And I doubt very much Tyson Fury's been manhandled in sparring. So, but again, like sparring, like you're not going to look great in every sparring session, but there's always an agenda in boxing from people. And, to say that you can categorically state anything is true when it's a rumour like that, it's ridiculous.
What about, I just saw Usyk say in an interview with The Ring, he said that he's going to be the one that's going to be leaning on Tyson Fury. You'd feel that would be counterintuitive for an Usyk victory, being Tyson Fury the bigger man, the one that wants to bear down on his opponents. Usyk seems to want to turn the tables on that.
Yeah, listen, Usyk's dangerous in this fight. Dangerous. One, he's got great mental strength. 2, he's an unbelievable athlete. He's smart. His boxing IQ is incredible. I just lean towards Tyson Fury because of the size difference. And, you don't know how fresh Fury is. Some people, I think in Johnny's interview, he says he thinks his legs are gone. If they have, he'd probably get beat. But I don't think so. I think it's a great fight. I mean, we're lucky enough to have a couple of fighters on the card. I can't wait to be there and just watch the fight as a fight fan. I do believe Tyson Fury will win the fight, but it wouldn't surprise me if Usyk won the fight. He's a tough man to beat.